Hello everyone. Did you ever dream about retiring early and enjoying the rest of your life in peace and tranquility? Well, you are not alone. It's a dream shared by many, but the path to early retirement is riddled with pitfalls and common mistakes that can derail your plans faster than a runaway train. Imagine, you've worked hard all your life, saving every penny, dreaming of the day you can finally put your feet up and relax. But what if you've overlooked some critical factors in your early retirement planning? What if your golden years aren't as golden as you'd hoped? In this video, we're going to delve into the biggest blunders people often make when pursuing early retirement. We'll explore everything from healthcare costs to post-retirement budgeting, and even the emotional aspects of retiring early. If you're eager to learn more about the biggest mistakes people make when pursuing early retirement, then please subscribe to our channel. Your support means a lot to us. Let's dive into our first common mistake: not planning for healthcare costs. Picture this. Meet Bob. Bob was a high-flying executive who decided to take early retirement at 55, eager to spend his golden years traveling and pursuing his passions. He calculated his retirement savings meticulously, considering his living expenses, travel plans, and even budgeting for a few luxuries. But there was one crucial factor Bob overlooked: healthcare costs. As we age, our healthcare needs inevitably increase, and with them, the associated costs. Bob, being in excellent health, didn't think this point was significant. He believed his savings and a basic health insurance policy would suffice. But life had other plans. A couple of years into his retirement, Bob faced an unexpected health issue. This situation not only took a toll on his health, but also his financial stability. His basic insurance policy didn't cover the full extent of his medical bills, and the out-of-pocket expenses started eating into his savings. The travel and luxuries he had planned for were soon replaced with stress about mounting healthcare costs. This story isn't unique to Bob. Many early retirees overlook healthcare costs, assuming that their savings or basic insurance will cover any health issues that may arise. But healthcare in our later years can be a significant expense. According to a report from HealthView Services, a healthy 65-year-old couple retiring today can expect to spend over $450,000 on healthcare in retirement, excluding long-term care costs. Now imagine if you retire early. You'll likely have a longer retirement period, which means even higher healthcare costs. And if you retire before you're eligible for Medicare, you'll also need to budget for health insurance. So, failing to plan for healthcare costs can turn your peaceful retirement into a stressful one. It's essential to factor in healthcare costs while planning for early retirement. Remember, a healthy retirement isn't just about financial health. It's also about physical health. It's about ensuring that you have the means to take care of yourself, no matter what life throws at you. So, failing to plan for healthcare costs can turn your peaceful retirement into a stressful one. Moving on to our second mistake: neglecting to create a post-retirement budget. Imagine the story of Jane. Jane is a hardworking woman who decided to retire early. She thought she had saved enough to last her the rest of her life, but she made one crucial mistake. She didn't create a post-retirement budget. Jane had always lived comfortably, enjoying the occasional splurge on vacations, dining out, and shopping. She thought her retirement savings would allow her to maintain her lifestyle without any changes. But without a budget, her spending habits didn't change, and her savings started to dwindle much faster than she had anticipated. What Jane didn't realize was that the cost of living doesn't stop when you retire. Utilities, groceries, healthcare, and other essential expenses continue to roll in. And let's not forget about those unexpected costs that can pop up out of nowhere. A car repair here, a house repair there. Without a budget, these costs can quickly eat away at your retirement savings. Jane soon found herself in a financial bind. With her savings dwindling and no clear plan on how to stretch her remaining funds, she experienced the stress and worry that financial instability brings. She had to make drastic changes to her lifestyle, cutting back on the things she enjoyed, and even had to consider going back to work. You see, budgeting isn't just about restricting your spending. It's about understanding where your money is going and making informed decisions about your spending habits. It's about planning for the expected and unexpected expenses that life throws your way. It's about ensuring that your retirement savings last so you can enjoy your hard-earned retirement without financial stress. Jane's story is a cautionary tale for all of us. It's a stark reminder of the importance of creating a post-retirement budget. It's not just about how much you've saved for retirement, but how you plan to spend it. So don't make the same mistake as Jane. Start planning your post-retirement budget today. Because when it comes to retirement, financial stability is just as important as the freedom and relaxation that retirement brings. As you can see, not having a post-retirement budget can lead to financial instability. Now let's talk about our third mistake: overestimating Social Security benefits. Imagine a person, let's call him Bob. Bob worked hard throughout his life, always dreaming of a comfortable early retirement. He diligently paid his Social Security taxes, glanced at his statements, and saw a promising figure that he believed he would receive monthly after retiring. However, Bob was mistaken. He'd been looking at the estimated benefits at his full retirement age, which for most people is around 66 or 67. But Bob wanted to retire early at 62. When you claim Social Security benefits early, you receive less than if you waited until your full retirement age. Bob hadn't factored this reduction into his retirement planning. Furthermore, Bob had assumed his Social Security benefits would cover most of his living expenses. But, on average, Social Security only replaces about 40% of a retiree's pre-retirement income. For higher earners, it's even less. Bob was shocked to find out that his benefits were not as substantial as he'd thought. Then there's the issue of Medicare premiums. Many people don't realize that these premiums are usually deducted from your Social Security benefits. For Bob, this meant even less money in his pocket each month. And finally, Bob hadn't considered the possibility of future changes to the Social Security system. With an aging population and fewer workers contributing to the system, some cuts to benefits are a real possibility. Bob's overestimation of his Social Security benefits left him unprepared for the financial realities of early retirement. So, what can we learn from Bob's story? It's essential to have a clear understanding of your Social Security benefits and how they fit into your overall retirement income plan. Remember, these benefits are designed to supplement your retirement income, not to be your sole source of income. Don't make the same mistake as Bob. Do your homework, plan accordingly, and consider seeking advice from a financial advisor. Remember, retirement planning is about more than just numbers. It's about ensuring a comfortable and secure future. So, overestimating Social Security benefits can lead to a significant financial shortfall. The fourth mistake to avoid is not planning for inflation. Now, let's imagine the story of John, a retiree who saved diligently throughout his career, but unfortunately, did not consider inflation in his retirement planning. John worked and saved for over 3 decades, amassing a significant nest egg. He thought he had done everything right, expecting his savings to last him comfortably through his golden years. However, he overlooked one crucial factor: inflation. Inflation, the rate at which the general level of prices for goods and services is rising, can be a silent thief, gradually eroding the value of your savings. When John retired, a gallon of milk cost about $3. Now, a decade into his retirement, that same gallon of milk costs nearly $4. That's an increase of roughly 33%. This might not seem like a huge deal when we're talking about a gallon of milk. But when you apply that rate to all of John's expenses, from groceries to utility bills, healthcare, and even leisure activities, it becomes a significant problem. John, who had planned his retirement based on the cost of living at the time of his retirement, found his savings dwindling much faster than he anticipated. He had to cut back on his lifestyle, giving up some of the activities he enjoyed, and even then he was always worried about outliving his savings. This scenario is all too common among retirees. Inflation is often overlooked in retirement planning, but it's a critical factor to consider. If you're not factoring in inflation, you're not seeing the full picture. When planning for retirement, it's essential to estimate how inflation might affect your cost of living and adjust your savings plan accordingly. There are various strategies to combat inflation, like investing in assets that tend to increase in value over time or considering inflation-protected securities. As you can see, not planning for inflation can erode your retirement savings. Don't let the silent thief of inflation catch you off guard. Make sure to factor it into your retirement planning to ensure a comfortable and worry-free retirement. Finally, the fifth mistake. Not considering the emotional aspects of retirement. This one is often overlooked, yet plays a significant role in our overall well-being after we've left the workforce. You see, retirement isn't just about having enough money to live on, it's also about how we spend our time and the emotional changes that come with this new phase of life. Let's consider the case of John, who retired early at 55 after a successful career. He was financially secure and had planned meticulously for this phase of his life, or so he thought. John soon found out that money wasn't everything. He had not factored in the emotional aspects of retirement. John had always been a social person. He loved the camaraderie at his workplace, the daily interactions, the feeling of being part of a team. But after retirement, he found himself missing those interactions. His friends were still working, and he was alone at home most of the time. He felt a sense of loneliness creeping in. Moreover, John had always derived a sense of purpose from his work. He loved the challenges, the problem-solving, the satisfaction of a job well done. But post-retirement, he struggled to find a new purpose. His days seemed empty and unfulfilled. He missed the structure that his job provided. John's case is not unique. Many people underestimate the emotional transition that comes with retirement. They focus so much on the financial aspect that they forget about the emotional one. But retirement is not just about stopping work. It's also about starting a new phase of life. It's about finding new ways to spend your time, new ways to feel fulfilled, new ways to connect with others. So, as you plan for retirement, consider the emotional aspects as well. Think about what you'll do with your time, how you'll keep yourself engaged, how you'll maintain your social connections. Plan for these things just as carefully as you plan for your financial needs. So not considering the emotional aspects of retirement can lead to feelings of emptiness and dissatisfaction. Remember, retirement is a major life change, and like any change, it requires careful planning and preparation, not just financially, but also emotionally. So there you have it, folks. These are the 5 biggest mistakes people make when pursuing early retirement. Firstly, we talked about how neglecting to plan for healthcare costs can lead to financial burdens in the future. It's essential to remember that as we age, healthcare needs and associated costs often increase. Without a solid plan in place, these costs can quickly eat into your retirement savings. Next, we discussed the importance of creating a post-retirement budget. Having a clear understanding of your expenses and income sources in your retirement years is fundamental to maintaining a comfortable lifestyle and avoiding financial stress. We then moved on to the mistake of overestimating Social Security benefits. While these benefits can provide a safety net, they shouldn't be your only source of income in retirement. It's crucial to have a diverse portfolio that can provide a steady stream of income, even when Social Security benefits are less than expected. The fourth mistake we highlighted was not planning for inflation. This silent thief can erode your purchasing power over time if not accounted for in your retirement planning. To combat this, your investments should aim to beat inflation and maintain your lifestyle. Lastly, we touched on the emotional aspects of retirement. Many people neglect to consider how their daily lives will change and the potential emotional impact of those changes. It's important to prepare mentally for this new phase of life and to have hobbies, projects, or passions that can keep you engaged and fulfilled. All these points underscore the importance of proper planning and preparation. It's not just about having enough money, but also about understanding your expenses, being realistic about income sources, and considering the emotional aspects of retiring early. So, avoid these common pitfalls to ensure a successful and fulfilling early retirement. It's about making the most of your golden years, enjoying the fruits of your hard work, and living life on your own terms. Remember, planning is key to a successful early retirement. Thank you for watching, and see you in our next video.